Yo, 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 what's up? Hey, turn me up, turn me up. Can you guys hear me? Having a good Saturday so far, everybody? Yeah, I just sent out a tweet so I could get some people in here, just a little bit of clout. No, just letting people know I'm going live. How's everybody doing? Remember yesterday I said I was gonna do a live stream today, just to get some few stocks on the watch list for tomorrow. Well, for Monday, I'm sorry. So just I've got a few that I'm interested in. And then also, I just took a look at the earnings for the next week. Man, it is stacked, boy. I'm not even joking. Like, we have so many earnings, just so many to pick from. Tons of opportunity here, I think. But yeah, hope everyone's having a great Saturday so far. Obviously, these are the big ones, but like I said, there's just so many stocks, you guys. There's going to be a huge money opportunity this week. I have a few eyes on a few things, and honestly, so remember yesterday I said I was going to do a top three. So two of the three are actually earnings this week too. Surprisingly, I didn't know Shopify. So this is the top three I was going to do: Shopify, Roku, and Square. Now I don't know if it's Square's on here yet, but that was going to be my other ticker that I wanted to do. But we can either work on those three that I want to talk about, or we can do some of these that you guys are interested in. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, everything is so stacked. Like, yeah, Spotify. So just huge opportunities. We're gonna be using unusual wealth today, so we're gonna be looking at some of the flow. We're gonna look at the expected moves, some of V crush, and just try to get a good idea of what to expect going into earnings for these stocks. And I guess we could start with just looking at the SPY. So we could look at the SPY. Surprisingly, I don't exactly know what we're gonna do. Hey Jonah, what's up? Thank you, G. Have a great weekend. Hey, you too. Thank you. So yeah, what stocks do you guys want to watch? Jonah, is there anything you got particularly interested in? It's let's see, we got UPS. So the reason I have this one highlighted, Visa and MasterCard, where's MasterCard at? Is because this is going to give us an idea of like transportation, like what the gas is, transportation, how the whole sector is doing there, right? It could also give us an idea of like how much consumer sentiment is with Visa and MasterCard. So I think honestly, like I said yesterday, American Express reported and they did really good. So that could be and I think it's because inflation's making everything go higher. So, but people are still having to spend, right, to eat, to live, to survive. So regardless, Visa and MasterCard, I think, are gonna be reaping in some pretty good profits or revenue at least. What are you thinking though? And then Etsy, this one's like a sympathy play to Meta. I think I might do Etsy instead of, well, actually Meta's like at a very attractive price too. It's like at 160, 170 now. And it's actually trading around the same earnings it did last quarter. So that's why I just think this is going to be a very, very important earnings for everybody. Oh, Jonah's just driving and listening. Okay, okay. Yeah, and then also we have semiconductors. So Texas Instrument, Qualcomm. And obviously we had a huge run up on them because of that bill that went in. You know, that scam, not scam, but Pelosi basically they passed a bill for like a bill credits to give semiconductors like an incentive to build more factories here in the US and stuff. And so that's going to continue. Like, I think one of the guys yesterday was mentioning the vote's going to be this week. It already passed the Senate. I think they're going to the House or something. So just more optimism on those. But I guess on the downside is like these earnings, they've already ran up a lot, right? So I haven't actually pulled up any charts yet, but they've had a huge run up this week. So a lot of the earnings could be kind of priced in. So me personally, I'm gonna stay away from the semiconductor stocks just because they've already had such a huge run. And but there's a good tailwind still behind it, right? Because we have more to come from that bill. And honestly, I'm against the bill just because it's just more money in the system, just like inflation. Like, we're trying to kill inflation and they're trying to put more like circulating money and really create more jobs too, actually, if you think about it. So that's all not good for recession and well, it is good for, it's not good for the economy basically. And another thing is like the demand's going to come down for semiconductors. So I think a lot of people are very optimistic about, you know, supply chain disruptions like easing, but you also have to think about like the demand. The demand's going to change. Like there's so much demand for it right now, but when the economy slows down, then people are going to start being more, I don't want to say stingy, but just like the demand for it's going to come down. So supply is going to go up, demand is going to come down, so they'll have to cut prices on some of their products, right? And so some of their margins will come down, and so that's just going to affect their overall earnings and stuff. So I'm not exactly sure how to look forward, like the forecast for the semiconductors and stuff, but those are just some ideas to, like, I guess, consider. And so we have, for semiconductors, we have Texas Instrument, Qualcomm, and Intel. And I'm curious to know where you going, Jonah. You driving somewhere like on vacation, or are you just chilling, or are you driving to work? I know there's one guy that usually drives, and he does the UPS stuff while he drives, while he listens actually. His name's Eddie. I think he's in the Discord. But so the three that I wanted to talk about is Square, and that one kind of goes hand in hand with Visa and MasterCard, but I didn't see them on the earnings this week. So that's the reason that I want to play Square versus like Visa and MasterCard, because it'll be like a sympathy play for these two. And the chart looks really good. I saw some really interesting flow on it. I think short term, we'll take a look at it in just a second. And I guess the other one's just energy, but then you have the boomer stock, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's, and I guess GE. I don't know if GE is like a safer value play or something, but that one's reporting too. But just a lot of opportunity here. You do have Pfizer as well, and that one actually had a recent run up based off of Biden. He had the thing again, so, or not again, but he basically got sick, so it was kind of a sympathy play for that. But I guess we'll go ahead and get started. They're heading to Costco, getting ready to barbecue. Oh shit. Hey, nice. What are you guys gonna barbecue? It's a beautiful day outside. I don't know where you guys are from, but yeah, it's a nice day out. I need to go out. I need to go out and like do stuff too later, but that won't be till later tonight. So I just wanted to get the DD done, you know, and I guess I'd kind of share my DD with you guys and bounce some ideas off. But I guess the most important ones, these are all obviously important. The ones that I would be actually interested in playing is, and I probably should change this in a different color. Let me go ahead and do that. Probably do like a yellow again. Yeah, did you guys make any interesting plays this week? Oh, bro, you're living the life. You live in Florida? Yo, that's dope. I got a homie that lives down there, actually. He's I don't know if he likes it. He's from Chicago. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I think Roku would be interesting for me to play. Shopify, I think, is going to be a good sympathy. And really, what you could do also, honestly, is just see how Shopify earnings go, and then you could kind of gauge how Amazon will do, because they're basically both in the e-commerce business. So you could kind of wait for Shopify. The thing with Shopify though, I really like the flow that came in, and just like the chart looks really good. So that's why I want to play this to the upside. It's also kind of already been like hammered down, like I don't know how long it's been hammered down. And honestly, I'm honestly feeling like optimistic for earnings. Like I know like Snapchat is like slowing down the market, but I think like Snapchat's kind of like a beta. Like I think Meta, Google, they're gonna get their shit done, I think, regardless, right? So like I don't know. There's definitely gonna be concerns and stuff, but I think they're gonna do what they need to do to like keep bringing in that revenue, right? I mean, there's some giants, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna start with Shopify. I guess it'll be the first one to do. I'm just gonna move that away, and I'm gonna go and pull up the chart, Shopify. So the thing that I see here with Shopify is basically we broke out of like this descending wedge, kind of a descending wedge. Basically, we've been consolidating here, and we finally broke out. It looks like we're retesting it right now. And basically, the reason that I want to play this is because if you go to like the daily, is this the right one? Yeah. So we have room to go. Where is what I see here basically is the OBV. There's another one. Let me quickly do, not this one. Okay, I thought I saw the OBV coiling. That's actually Roku. Let me look up Roku. Roku's the one that I saw the OBV like just building up. So this one's like, Roku I think is going to be a good play to the upside. Because if you see the OBV, this one's actually been leading since like April 26th, end of April. And ever since then, it's just been going upwards, right? But whereas the stock has been staying pretty consistent in price action. So this is just people like accumulating volume and stuff. And so I would be expecting a huge breakout to Roku. So I think Roku's a good starting point, actually. So let me start with Roku. So that's what I was seeing in Roku's chart, and that's why I want to play it. The only downside to this is like Netflix earnings weren't that good, and I don't know how that would affect it. But as far as like a technical perspective, I really do like it. It seems like it's being stuck between this two range here, which is like 95 and then down here to 75. It's just been consolidating, right? But during the whole time, the OBV indicator has been like going up. I think that's like a good indicator for me personally. So I guess the next thing I want to do is actually take a look at the implied move for Roku. Let me go ahead and do that. We can go to unusual whales. By the way, I have the links here for this if you guys are interested in. They're all in the description. You can get 5% off for this. But we're going to go here to earnings tab, and then we're going to take a look at, we're going to just type in Roku here, and we'll actually be able to look at the implied move. If you click here, then you get the like the table layout. And so Roku is expected to do a 15% move. And so from 88, what's the percentage really quick? 15.6. So, and this sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't, but it worked with some of the other stocks we were talking about, like Netflix. I think it was supposed to do like up to 217 or something, and it really did that pretty close. So 84 times 1.156, so that's like $100. So that's actually interesting. The breakout would be back up to 102, which is basically the top of the range here. Let me go ahead and mark that out. We're going to do this in red, like 102. Do that so we can get an idea of the breakups. So somewhere around here, that's the expected move to the upside, and then to the downside, it would be 1 minus 1.156, and that'd be 84 times 88. 84, so 74, about $75 to the downside, which is actually down to the bottom of the wedge. But like I said, the reason that I like this to the upside is because of the OBV coiling up, basically. Yes, sir. So yeah, and it's honestly been staying in between these ranges here. So at the end of after earnings, you'll probably get a better idea. The other thing I want to look at real quick is Market Chameleon. This is basically to get an idea of the IV. And we'll just get an idea of the history. So current IV is basically like 96. Usually the highest it trades at is, let me get an idea, like 111. Is that right? I think it was like 111, 112. So IV's not quite there yet. It is like trending up, but the thing that really matters is, I guess, is the IV crush. And so option trades predict about 17% post earnings move. And stock earnings move about 54% of the time. So it's really a flip of a coin. After earnings announcement was 12% on average move. So you'll still get predicted is about 18 on average is like 12%. So you'll still get a decent move 50% of the time. IV crush is not as bad. It's on average about 23%. So I think it's pretty reasonable. Like Snapchat earnings was like pretty high. I think it's on average like 30, and so that just like takes a lot out of your premium after earnings. I actually want to look at the I will have to catch up with you later. All right, man, heading into the store now. Hey, hopefully have a beer for both of us. Cheers, bro. I'm gonna look at the Roku options chain right now, basically. I appreciate you tuning in though, Jonah. Have a good weekend, bro. And I'm gonna have a beer for you too. Well, I'm gonna have like a simple drink, just like a something casual. Let me take a look at the Roku's options chain. So I'm going to be looking at options for like maybe like 95 or up, just to have a little bit of wiggle room there. And I might even go a week out, just depending on where they're at. So this was actually great that we had a sell-off today, because some of the premium did come down. So I mean, even I think the earnings is not till Thursday, so we have a few days to start getting puts or calls, however you want to play this. I will probably start getting stuff on, and actually, since we do have like a big event on Wednesday, so I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I guess some people are pretty optimistic. Will the stock reserve kill the stock market bounce? So basically, we've been on a like bull rally right now within the bear market, so it's like showing signs of like a recovery and stuff. But the thing is, we have like a bumpy road ahead. So not only do we have these huge earnings with like huge implications to the market, but we also have like Jerome Powell like right in the middle of it. So it's just gonna be like it's a storm basically. There's just a lot of events planned there, and like honestly, now thinking about it, it's kind of hard to plan out like when do you actually get your puts and stuff or your calls and things. So I think the main thing here, and let me go ahead and mark this out. We have Jerome Powell here on Wednesday. So I'm going to put that here. So we have Powell on Wednesday. And so obviously these are, I think, safe to play. The Apple, Microsoft, and Visa, just play them without like any expectation for Powell. But then after Powell, I think it would be awesome to be able to like load up into like, because Powell will speak like around 2 o'clock or something, and then you can actually take a look at the option chains for Meta. And actually, things will probably be very expensive because of the premium, like anticipated, the IV. So by that time, the premiums might be already pretty expensive, but needed something crazy. Okay, well, sorry, I was looking at something. Meta, Qualcomm. I think, yeah, I think the ones I'm gonna play out of this, and I'll have to look at the chains just to see what's affordable for me, just to see what's risk to reward worthy. Meta is gonna be one, I think. Ford, there was some bearish flow on Ford, and it might be a good opportunity. Let me quickly diverge real quick and peep the expected move for Ford. This is the one thing I don't like about Unusual Wealth. Like if you just type in Ford, it doesn't show up, so I have to find it. What is the expected move for Ford? Yeah, and I've asked them if they could do an update on this, but they haven't done that yet. Oh, there it is. I just saw it. Okay, expected move is 7% out of like 1288. I think it's when it closed, 1288. Ford. 1282, actually. 7%, so 93%. I'm going to be playing Ford to the downside for sure. So it's only like $1. Let me look at the options chain on it real quick. I'm going to look at this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like just cut off Roku. I just really curious. My head goes everywhere sometimes. So there's some downside on this still. I think the only thing I'm concerned about this on a pattern perspective is like it does look like an inverse head and shoulders here, which is basically we have a shoulder, we have a head, kind of like another shoulder here, and it already broke through. So the end result of this would probably be up to this end, like from here to here, kind of like to the $14 range here to the high of this. That's the only concerning thing. So it could actually run up a little bit more, and the chart looks strong, right? So it's been on a downtrend, finally broke this resistance, downtrend resistance. So it looks really good on the like bullish side. For earnings, I want to play it to the downside though. So I might actually just wait to see if we get like some like a retouch of this area up here, and then we can actually get the puts and hopefully even get them closer to the money puts, like the 1250s or something. So I would be doing August 5th just to get a little extra time, and I'll be getting puts for it. So right now they're 41 cents. So those are actually really good. and they might come down based off of if it continues running. So I've actually just added those to my watch list. The 1250s. Let me look at the open interest, and we can actually look at all this on unusual wells. Actually, maybe we should have done that. Let's just go to the Ford. So just based off like technicals and stuff, there's a lot of volume for these. Where is most of the open interest for these? So there's a lot of open interest down here. There's a lot of open interest in this and here, but it's not like really convincing bullish. Like most of this stuff is bearish. So it could be that they're either like back holding these, or if they're being sold, like these will be interesting to watch, the 13s for this week, to see if these are getting carried over. So I might actually take a look at these a little further. Yeah, because you can see the open interest has actually been going up. So that kind of aligns with the chart. Like it's looking pretty strong. I guess on Monday, the thing to look at is if this volume carries over and more open interest goes up higher. So most of the volume for today was actually at the open, and that's a lot of people like actually getting calls on the bullish side. That was the biggest spike of volume there for the day. So maybe in the short term, like I'm thinking we have like a mini rally. So let me just get rid of some of this. Get rid of some of this real quick. So I think we probably continue and retouch this $13.30, $13.50 range. And then from there, I'll probably get the puts. I think because most of the chains looking like they're buying a lot of $13 calls. They're not overly convincing bullish, but that's why we're gonna have to take a look at these and see how they open on Monday. Let me just go ahead and heart one of these so I can have it on my list. And we'll do this one here, the buy the 13. Let me actually go out on some of the premium a little bit. Ooh, so it looks like most of everything was selling puts. In the morning, they bought 9,000 of them, 5,000. And then towards the end of the day, they started selling them. So maybe they're closing these out, actually. Interesting. Okay, we're going to keep those. We're going to just add these to the list regardless and just watch the update on this tomorrow. If this starts going back down, then I'll be bearish on Ford. I'm actually already kind of bearish on it going into the earnings. So that's actually good for my thesis. But anyway, I would probably do the 850s or the 805s and just get an extra couple days on my contracts. Doesn't hurt. Let me actually take a look at the IV crush on this Ford. Do earnings, IV crush. 50% move on the next 12 quarters. IV crush is good. This is good. It's low, so you can get some calls or puts and still benefit off of the move. So I think if it holds under like 1282, kind of right where that line is, basically this is on the 1 hour, then you can start getting those puts down to like low 12s. And if you want to play it safe, you can actually get the ones I was talking about, the 805s, 1250 puts. These are only like 41 cents. So to break even, you basically need to close under 12, which I think could be doable. It would be, yeah, basically you would break even if the move is there. But I think they would still be worth more because there's not too much of IV crush, and also you'll have like a few extra days next week to actually be able to like capitalize on a bigger move to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at for Ford, and that was one that I was actually watching. So I'm gonna try to write this stuff down for myself. Let's see. And actually I can do some tweets later. I'll work on some tweets. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'll be plugging in some tweets here with some of the stuff that I did on the watch list. I'll try to do that later today. Let me see. So Ford expected move 7%. 7%. Then probably come down to like 12. So the 12.5s are good. They're in the money. I mean, they're close to the money. But like I said, I'd be watching if we run up to $13. If it holds underneath this, then it'll probably, you know, just depending on the market, really. Just depending on how the indexes are. And like I said, the only reason I say we could possibly come up here is because of an inverse head and shoulders here, and which we already broke through. So the distance from here to here is basically the distance of the breakout on most likely, right? So that's what I'll be looking at there. And the chart looks strong too, right? So it's like kind of holding the trend. Actually, basically this trend, I don't know if that's actually a trend there, but this trend, forget it. Okay, so 1250s for 805, they're only 41 cents for 1250s. I'm gonna definitely be playing forward to the downside. I don't want to say it's easy, because it did like break out of this trend, this downtrend that we've been in, right? It's finally broke out of it, so it's bullish. It's bullish because it finally got out of all this downtrend resistance. But now we could definitely still, like, earnings don't play a part into technicals. Like, they just throw that stuff out the window. So that's why I say, just based off like inflations, the supply chains, deliveries, and everything like that, I don't see them like doing great for earnings. I think Tesla's just like the outlier, basically. So I'm gonna get puts for this. I'm gonna move this back over, and I didn't actually have plans to do this one, or yeah, but I'm gonna do it. Puts. Yeah, and maybe we need to cut this down. There we go. There we go. Forward puts. Okay, so this was kind of just in the wind, just thinking about it, but I think a lot of stuff will happen. I honestly don't know. I wish I knew what happens with Powell on Wednesday. Oh, there's two things we could do. We could either like rally into, I think Monday will be pretty chill. And we could rally into like Tuesday, and then Wednesday kind of really choppy, and then earnings are gonna like really hurt us, right? Like, or definitely move us. I won't say hurt us, but definitely move us to the upside or to the downside. I wish I would have prepared a little bit better. All right, so forward's the first one that I'm interested in, I guess. 805 puts for 1250. 1250 strikes. Okay. And then the next one is Shopify. I actually haven't. Oh no, we were doing Roku. I'm sorry. Let me go back to Roku. Roku's looking to do a breakout. The OBV is looking really good for me personally. Like, if you go to the daily, like I said, it's just been going up. So I'm expecting a move to the upside soon. And possibly we could even go back up to 118, 120. I mean, that'd be pretty insane, but definitely 100. I think that's the implied move. And so I'm going to look at the change right now for the Roku. See what's going on with these. Go to option chains, and for next week, 100. Where's the 100s? It looks like they might be closing these, actually, the 100 calls. Where's the open interest for these? There's not that much open interest. There's some open interest here. Looks like people are buying the 75s for next week. I would honestly be looking at 805 calls or puts or whatever, just for your earnings this week, just because a lot of the good earnings are not till the end, unless you're going to play lottos. Like, if you're going to play some lottos, I would kind of just wait. Yeah, because you won't have, like, Amazon, I'll probably get some lottos. Roku, I just don't know. I guess it depends how much, because a lot of these could actually lose a lot of premium going into, so I want to play Roku, and I want to play some of these others, but I don't want to get them too early, because by the end of the week, a lot of that premium could be going down. So honestly, I think if I'm going to get my position for Roku, it'll probably be down here, you know, end of day Wednesday. Just get them ahead a day early. I'll be looking to get, they'll be a lot cheaper too, actually. So that is the good thing about Roku. I guess it's like really just it's like there's like this big ass brick wall right here, Powell, basically, and it's like hard. It's like blocking my mind. It's blocking me from thinking straight. Like, I want to be bullish on Roku this quarter just because of the chart, but then like I have this big mental block right here of Powell. I don't know. Like, he's just like right there staring at me, and like, what am I supposed to do? What are you guys gonna do? The thing I will say is, like, I know one of these big giants is gonna beat and it's gonna like start rallying the market, I think, in my opinion. Obviously, we're gonna have some bad ones, but there's gonna be one of these three big giants and Apple. Not to not include Apple in there, but one of these four giants is gonna beat, and it's gonna rally the market, I think. And the stuff that, I don't know, I just think it's too early for the recession, don't you think? I would have to say so. Alphabet. Alpha is an alphabet. So, what do you guys think? Shopify, I think Shopify is just gonna do its thing regardless. Let me go ahead and look up their options chain real quick. Shopify. We're gonna go to options and just look at how much their contract should be cheaper now. I'll be looking at getting like some 40 calls. See, it's crazy though, because a lot of these already have open interest, and then there's a lot of volume that's like really similar. So it could be that they're closing their positions. And so, what is it trying to tell me right now? Come on. Let me look at the implied move real quick. Go back to unusual whales and 13% move on, let me just look at what it's trading at right now. 37, and it's at 13.4%. So Roku, I'm bullish, but I'm gonna wait. I think that's the thesis, right? And then 37, 35 times 113.4, $42. Oh, nice. Okay, so let me take a look at the IV crush for Shopify, and let's take a look at how much IV crush. 6% IV crush for Shopify. That's awesome. That's really good. Oh, 12 on average, so that's good. I would definitely be looking at straight up options for Shopify. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. All right, so I'm gonna just YOLO some. This is the 29th. Okay, that 29th. I might even do 805s. Let me just see how much they are for next week, for the week after next week. I'm sorry. 42s. There's not much bullish activity on here actually. I might need to actually take a look at what Shopify is doing in revenue and stuff. Let me see. They're doing 1.2 billion. That's actually pretty good. They missed. Let's look historically how they do. This one is the June. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So they usually beat on June. Okay. Yeah, and they usually beat all 3 quarters. These were just outliers, it looks like. Let me see, what is this? The September? And the, what is this? The March. I think this one has to do with some of the Russian stuff. Because a lot of times they beat on earnings. Now, just because they beat on earnings doesn't mean they actually move up. So let's make sure they actually moved up. What was this? This is the June earnings, right? And that is on July 28th before open. Oh, it looks like it actually moved down. Or it stayed the same. It closed here. No, it moved up actually. It closed at like 155 and then it opened at 157. So it didn't actually move. Oof. What's the expected move today? It's expected to move at least $5. So how much are the options for $5? Let me look real quick. For next week, Wednesday, I'll probably do the weeklies for Shopify, honestly. It's like an all or nothing for me. And I'll probably get these 40s. I'll probably do the 41s. Nah, that's too much. They're expensive though. They're $1.39. That's actually a lot. This is for 1 week. I might have to get like in the money. Just get the 38s. Just get one of them. Just to get the exposure. Shopify to the upside. Why did I want to play Shopify to the upside? Oh yeah, it broke out basically. It looks like it's breaking out. OBB is doing okay. It looks like it got rejected, but it's alright. Yeah. So there might be some downside, but I might be able to get some calls when it comes down. What do you guys think? Am I crazy for this? It basically already broke out though. It's been consolidating for a while. Broke out. If it holds this level, like what, $36, then it can continue going back up. Around this is the area that I'm looking for, like $41, $42. The only thing is like the premium is actually pretty expensive already. From a bigger picture, is this like a, I think this is a strong support too. Yeah, it's already bounced here historically, like what, $28? Is that where it came down to? Yeah, like $30. Historically, it's a pretty good support. It comes down, bounces twice, then continues going up. Comes down, bounce, continue going up. So yeah, it's been holding this level. I think I'm bullish for Shopify. Yeah, I'm gonna stay bullish on it. What do you guys think? Yes, sir. I'm gonna stay bullish for Shopify. The only thing is, like, if they actually mess up though, then what is that gonna say for Amazon? So that's like another thing that I was saying. Like, you could just not play Shopify and wait to see how Shopify performs, and then you could play Amazon a little bit better. Although Amazon is like the unicorn, basically, like it's like it never never misses. But I'll be doing calls for Shopify, I think. I have to have some exposure to the upside. I have to. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Now we need to look at the flow actually. Let's take a look at the flow. We haven't really been looking at the flow, so let's take a look at the flow. I'm gonna do 32G. And we're gonna do Shopify. Oops, what the hell is that? A lot of bullish activity actually. A lot. Call volume 60%, call premium 60%. The stock was down 7%, which is the reason I don't like it actually. I think this is what I was seeing yesterday. Early morning they were buying the $40 calls, which is actually another good idea what you could do. You don't actually have to get weeklies. You could just buy something further out. So the 819s might be a good play actually. You wouldn't even be paying that much more, honestly. I mean, you'd be paying the double. But quality over quantity, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. If I was gonna be playing something out here, I would probably be playing like the 42s for 8 July, 8 or 819. What's the downside down here? What is this? They're buying and selling. Oh, so this looks like a put. This looks like a put debit spread for 8 July, 819. Why do I keep saying 8 July? So the reason this is bullish is because they're probably buying the 33 puts and they're selling the 33s. So they'll be making premium. They'll be getting premium from this, and then they'll be buying these, and the difference, and they get, yeah, basically that's what it is. 33s for, I didn't even see that. I just now saw that. Kind of throws my loop off a little bit. But there's also like a lot of open interest on these 40s for 819. I guess it really matters if what Jerome Powell says and if we're gonna have this summer rally. I feel like we have to have a summer rally, right? Everybody's been talking about it. And I'm saying all this, and currently I have puts right now on SPY, but I'm gonna try to close those out Monday. I'm just expecting for a red Monday, and then gonna get rid of my puts, and then I'm gonna get calls on some of the stuff that I'm talking about. So Shopify, Roku, and what was the other one I was talking about? Oh, Square. I haven't even talked about Square. I think Square is gonna be dope. It's not an earnings play this week, which might be a good reason to play it because it won't get affected and it'll hold a lot of its premium. But the reason I want to play it is because Visa's reporting, MasterCard's reporting. These are fintech companies. And Amex, American Express, reported on Friday. They reported good stuff. So I think these are definitely ones to play to the upside. But by playing Square, you still you'll have that sympathy and you don't get that IV crush just yet. Because I don't think their earnings is till like a few weeks out. So Square is definitely one I'm going to talk about. And really, where is the chart for Square? Let me go ahead and pull that up. Yes. Yeah. So it looks like it's in a, I guess you could say a bear flag. Maybe it's a bear flag. You got the 1, the 2, the 3. But even if it's not a bear flag, it's just in a channel, really. So it could hold, if it holds like $70 really, then it could come back up to retest the 78 range here, like this here. That's basically what I was looking at. And I think the flow, I think in the short term was bullish. Let me go back to Square. I was looking at this yesterday. Square flow, pull it up, 25,000. Yeah, so in the morning, so the stock is down 4% for the day. A lot of bearish premium came in at the end of the day. Like these longer term puts, 60, 65 puts for 819, but in the short term, there's a lot of bullish activity. There's a 74 calls, and these are actually like pretty good size. It's got a bigger size than open interest. So 472 size, and there's only 159 size. And you see like multiple of those, right? So you see the only thing I would say with this though is this was like really early on, like early in the day. So it could be that maybe they closed these out. So let's just actually see if there's some activity for this at the end of the day. You click here. Yep. Let me see what's going on. So the overall flow is bearish, but there was a lot of call volume, wasn't there? That was right. Yeah, that was right. Let's do 5,000, see what pops up. Nah, there was a lot. I don't think they sold them. There's like 264K in the morning. There's 259K in the morning. 84K. Not much selling. They didn't sell, or they didn't close a lot of these positions. Let me do size though. Let me do like by size. Let's do like 50. No, yeah. See, it's all the big boys. All the big ones. Yes, sir. So I like Square. I think Square is going to do good for their earnings, and I think it's going to run off of Visa and MasterCards. So that's actually probably one of the most confident plays that I'm in. Well, I'm not in yet, but I'm looking forward to this week. Square, yes, sir. And obviously, I know this kind of looks like a bear flag, but the drop, I guess it could be a bigger drop. But the drop is like, if it was going to be a bear flag, it would have like cut off like here somewhere. Yeah, for it to be like a bear flag. This thing's already like up here, so it's like, it's a weird bear flag. I don't know. It could still be a bear flag, but I'm going to keep this channel going here. So, oops, what the hell is that? Yeah, I'm going to keep this channel going here. Pull back and then keep going up to this level here. Maybe pull back, keep going. Or, you know, as long as it stays within these supports here, we're chilling. And I think on the daily, I think the chart looks good on the OBV. Let me check. Plus, I think this is a really good support in general. Let me see. Yeah, we're chilling here. This is like really good support down here. Like 55 and really 70 actually. Just take a look. There's like pretty good history back here. Here. So it's going to be strong resistance too, but I think this is a good support that we're under. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's the OBV looking like? Let me just zoom in. OBV hasn't really been going up, which is a little concerning, but it hasn't been going up. So the price, basically, the price has been going up, but the OBV is basically the same. Like, it hasn't really gone up. So this is like a bearish divergence, I would say. Let me look at the divergence for you guys. Divergence, cheat sheet. Diverge cheat sheet. So I'm pretty sure it's a bearish divergence. Let me see. So the indicator is basically the same. What the hell is this? Here we go. Here's a good one. Hidden divergence. Why is it so blurry? All this shit's blurry. Is it my computer or is it the picture? Damn. Everybody's hella quiet today. We're just doing God's work today. Here we go. I think this might be it. Oh, it's a Twitter post. Let's check it out. So what we have here? Bullish divergence, bearish divergence. So I was saying it's bearish divergence because where's the straight line? This is the price. No, the price has been going up. Divergence has been staying about the same. It doesn't have anything for price divergence for that. Damn, now I feel like an idiot. Let me go back to the chart. Divergence has been staying the same. Hasn't been going up. I'm pretty sure this is like something bearish. Let me go to another cheat sheet. This one must be wrong. Nah, it's not wrong, but I thought I saw one that had a bearish divergence. You guys know what it is? Maybe you guys don't know. You guys are being quiet today for some reason. It must be just like, where the hell is it? Isolator. This one right here. This is probably the one I'm looking at. Types of divergence. Let me zoom out so y'all can see it. Oh, it's weak divergence. Okay, where is it at? Isolator staying the same. Higher. It's bearish. Yeah, see, it's weak though. It's a weak divergence. Damn. Damn, son. Okay, so it's a weak divergence. So that it's a classic. It's a classic C. It's a class C. The isolator staying the same. Price is going higher. Is there another instance where the isolator staying the same? Oh, it could be this one. Oh no, no, this is a price. This is not. For some reason I was combining these two. Nah, it's gonna be this one. It's gonna be this one here. Let's double check though. So the divergence, basically like a double top. Let me just go ahead and label that out. The weak bearish divergence. So I guess by the term weak, it means it doesn't really stand a chance against our bullishness. Yeah, if it's a stronger one, then you got something coming, boy. Nah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is weak bearish divergence. Price going up. This nonsense is going sideways. So I'm still going to stay bullish, but obviously I'm going to watch like this level here. Really just 70. This range here. If it starts breaking, then I'm going to start getting some puts to the downside. It's not going to be much, but $5 means a lot in the options chain, I think. Yeah. And let me show you Amex. I think Amex actually did good. They gapped up. They sold off though. Wow, I didn't see them selling off. They did gap up though for earnings because they beat. They did a 7% growth revenue and 6% earnings per share. So all that has to do with like inflation, everything going up. So when they do their transactions and stuff, they're still charging the same amount of fees, but they're just charging on a bigger scale. So that's good for them, right? And so I think Visa is actually gonna be a really good play. But that's why I want to play Square, because they have the little square box thing that they do for a lot of companies. This is what is this? Oh, this is Visa. This is Visa. I'm just gonna put what do you guys think? Are you guys even there? Nah, nobody's there. Earnings. What's the OBV at? The OBV hasn't been doing nothing, boy. It's like barely breaking out. Yeah. So I'm gonna play Square. I'm not gonna play Visa or MasterCard. I don't think their expected moves is that much anyway. Let's take a look real quick. Visa. Where is Visa at? It's crazy, but it's true. Here it is. Visa expected move is 5.5%. 5.5%. 5.5%. See what we got. 213.70 times. So 225. So $12. What's the chain looking like for them? Oops, BC. I didn't mean to do that. Option chains. Next week, 220. Let's do like 220. What's the expected move? Oh, I closed it. $225. Okay. $225 for next week. They're $1.45 for next week. I would probably get like the 220s. I'll probably get these. Yeah, the 220s for Visa are nice. If you want to play, I'll probably play one just. Well, I'm debating whether I play Square or Visa, but this one's actually nice. The 220, they're about $3, so I'll break even if it hits 25. What's the IV crush on this real quick? Let me look at IV crush. IV is okay. IV implied move. 20%. Oof. Let me look at Square actually. I want to look at IV Crush for Square. 15%. Yeah, I'm gonna play Square. I'm gonna play Square to the upside. It's just a good company. It's been beat down, and I think PayPal actually broke out as well. Like finally, it started breaking out. Yeah. So no, I think I'm gonna play Square to the upside this week. That's probably gonna be my my #1 watch list call. Square. It'll probably be the one that I present on Unusual Whales too. For the people. Okay. Understanding divergence. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that. Oh, this is, yeah, I'm gonna close that out. I didn't like that one. Okay. Oh, we got some, yeah, Jay. Hey, is Jay in here? Is Jay? Oh no, Jay was Jonah, I think. Jonah, he dipped already though. I appreciate him tuning in though. Hey, that was funny as fuck. These dogs done start acting like humans. Let me get back to work though. So far, what do we have? Right now we have, oh, we haven't got nothing done actually. I'm gonna type in Square up here because that's basically on my watch list for sure. Square calls. Are we doing Square calls for sure? And that's based off of these sympathy plays. Like, yeah. Where's the arrow? Yeah, that's based off of Visa and MasterCard. Where's it at? Yeah. So sympathy plays for those. Puts on Ford, I think. Yeah, we're pretty confident on Ford. We're just gonna kind of wait. I think you guys saw the chart already, right? We have the 805s, 41 cent, 12.5 strike. And then we have these. I haven't looked at the chain for Square actually. What are we looking at for Square? Before we move to the next one, let me just look at the Square chain. Oh, and I need to look at the implied move for Square too, actually. Let me look at implied move for Square. Square implied move 15%. Nice. Okay. Yes, sir. 15.8. Dude, Square is gonna be fire, I think. 80 times 1.5. 8. 83. Oh, it's like $10 up here. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna get calls for Square, I think. What are you guys thinking? Am I an idiot for doing it? I'm gonna definitely wait on that pullback, but now we gotta look at the chain, honestly. Let's look to options chain. By the way, you guys can look at all this stuff. My link's down in the description for 5% if you guys want it. How much did this come down? This barely came down today. Oh, post-market. That's post-market. Okay. I need to go to the flow. I already showed you guys the flow. I'm bullish on the flow. 74. Excuse me. Yeah, I like the flow here based off some of the filters I did, of course, but $74 calls. They're $5. So I would probably look for the chain for next. Oh, they're not doing earnings next week. Let me see if it's already posted actually. It's usually like tells me on Webull. Let me pull up Webull. Square, I don't think they've announced the date. Expected 804. Oh shit. So not this week, but the next week after. Yeah, so I'll probably get the 19s. Let's look at the 819s. No, I could do the 12s. The thing with the 12s though is it doesn't have any volume. I'm just gonna do the 805s. Like these are gonna be all in or nothing, you know? Like just hold them. There's a lot of bullish calls coming in for the 74s. We talked about that. Where's the other ones at? 220s. Kind of expensive, no? Where's the most? These are probably the best ones, the 80s, because these have the most open interest. They're 255. So I'm gonna look at those. Square, and we have a few weeks, and it covers earnings, so we'll still have an earnings play opportunity there to possibly break even, and we could be trading at a higher level at them. So 805s, $80 strikes at 255. And we'll just see how it opens. We'll see how Square and the indexes work or open, but I'll be looking at these. If they come down to like $1.80 or $1.50, I'll get a couple because I want that exposure. But we have Visa earnings coming up, so you know we might not even get that opportunity. Sheesh. All right. So I'm gonna actually add that here so I can remember. Wait, what the hell? Ah, sure. What else was I trying to add? $5. Why does it keep taking me off? Oh, I did the wrong thing. $80. That's what we're gonna keep. That's gonna be like the one play that's just out there. Just gonna put it down here. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. They're $255 right now. We're probably gonna get them cheaper because of data and if the market opens up red. Etsy's actually gonna be a good one, and that's probably what I might play instead of Facebook. So what do we have covered so far? Roku, I want to play to the upside. Have I told you guys the play for that one or no? I don't think I've told you guys the play for that one. Roku is getting ready to break out. It's got the ascending support there and the descending resistance. OBB like coiling up, getting ready to break out, but the price is still sideways. That's a bullish divergence, basically. Earnings is not till Thursday, so we could have a breakout before then, and then just take your profits, boys. I think you have to take your profits. Yeah, I think so. And it came down pretty good, so I would be watching this as support here. If it breaks here, like what, 85, then it probably comes down to this lower high, or this lower, what is it, like 75? But yeah, I'll be watching this level here, and it could actually just coil up going into Fed Powell. Maybe there's no action, but then earnings after a breakout, that'll be dope. And their earnings expectation, we've already talked about the expected move for this. It's like 15%. Yeah, and it's like up here. It's like 83. No, it's like $100 and something. So we got to find the chain that we are interested in for that one. Oh, and I have to find the IV crush for this too, actually. Let me do that. IV crush on this. What is it? Earnings implied move. 21%, about 23%. Yeah, we talked about that actually. Now these are just my opinions, fellas, so definitely do your own research. I think we're set the 805s just to get extra time, and we're gonna look at like the 100s. Maybe these. Yeah, they're a little expensive. 371, but you get a whole week after. Yeah, like that. 805s. We're doing a lot of 805s. The 100s. Where's the other interest? Yeah, we're just right now, before looking at the flow, we're gonna do that. 371s. We're just gonna get a few though, you know, you gotta keep your position small. Yep. We'll see how those are trading. Let me just add them to the watch list real quick, to my watch list. Is there any other chain that's interesting? Like, there's a lot of open interest on these 110s, but it seems like most of this is bearish. It could be that they sold those. If they sold the calls. Okay. There's a lot of open interest here on the 89s. Or volume, I'm sorry. Why am I saying open interest? Let me go on the earnings week real quick, see where it's at. 100s, 1000. There's 1000 here, 1000 here. Is there anything big down to the downside? Yeah, there's a lot of bearishness coming down here. There's this one too. Sheesh, I didn't even see the 65. Damn. Maybe we shouldn't play this to the upside. 4000. There's a lot of open volume down here at the 60s. Let's go look at the flow real quick for Roku. I need to clear this out actually. Go to triple G, apply the triple G filter. Roku 25,000 or more. Bearish premium. A lot of puts. A lot of puts. Oof. 89 puts, 90 puts, 89 puts. There's like no buying of calls on this. There's like the 100s. Let me look at the overall. There's more bullish here, but this is like a heavy put chain, honestly. There's a lot of put activity. It could be that, yeah, they're opening a lot of puts here. Like the 4,000. 83 puts. These are all expired, though. These expired worthless, actually. So that's good. $90 puts. These expired in the money. 29.65s. These actually have... These are weird, bro. Yeah, we saw those earlier. Yeah, 29s and then the $50. I don't know if they'll get 50, but 65 is definitely in the books, I think. I'm gonna write that down, actually. Roku $65 puts. And just add those to my list. For $7.29, how much are they? They're only 60 cents. Okay. How much move would that be? That's at 88 right now. It's at 88, 84. Mine is 65. It's a 26% move. They're expected to do 15%. Damn. It can happen. It can happen. Instead of doing like the 65s though, I would do like the 70s. Let me look at the 70s. Let's see what the 70s are. Is there any activity on it? Let me look. 70s? Is there anything on the 70s? Not really. 75s? These are good. The 75s. They're $1.70. Ooh, these are nice. I might do these actually. So we gotta have plans for both sides. We have the 75s for $7.29, and then we have the 805s, 100s. So let's see what we do. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what we got next? Puts. Roku, I don't know what we're doing with Roku. Calls or puts? Actually, we'll see how we react to Powell. How about that? Calls or puts? This one can really go both ways. That's why we're gonna keep these both. I don't want to play semiconductor chips. I could. It would be a good play. The forecast shouldn't be that good though. Who already reported microchips? Any chips report yet? I think what I'm gonna do is wait for Texas Instrument to report, and then we can actually play. So based off Texas Instrument, we can play Qualcomm, and then we can play Intel, which is down here. I'm gonna, yeah, I think that looks good. Yep. Okay, so based off Texas Instrument, we can get an idea of forecast guidance, and that I'm probably gonna get puts for Qualcomm and Intel, but just don't want to get ahead of myself. Yeah, because I don't see the guidance being strong. Demand's gonna come down. The only thing that's really like conflicting there is that bill that they're trying to pass. So, okay. Alpha, Google, Microsoft. What is Microsoft supposed to move? How much is it supposed to move? 5% on what? Like 160, I think. That's like, oh, 260. Is it 260? Fuck. Okay. 260 times 0.95. So 13 bucks. Is that right? 5.1%. It's about the same. To the upside, it would be like 13 bucks. So $13 up, $13 down. Let me go ahead and mark that out. 273. And so the top end of this Top end is here, about $73. And then downside is 43, which is 47. It's down here. So I think, what do you guys think about Microsoft? I think they took a hit with that Russian sanctions and stuff. They're just not having any operations there. Like, our company's been, like, not working on anything Russian specific. And they're already, like, laying off people because the margins are coming down, I think. And they're having to lay off people. So, honestly, I'd probably play puts for Microsoft, but you never know. Do they usually beat? They always beat, actually. They've always beat. Do they ever go down on beats? No, they always go up. I might have to get calls on this then. Let me see, where's this at? 25th. This was January 25th. And yeah, I'm gonna probably get calls on Microsoft, actually. They never miss. They never miss. They find a way to get their shit done. They haven't missed earnings ever, bro. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to get some Microsoft. Let me look at the IV Crush real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. IV Crush. 26% IV Crush. That's pretty big. On average, the implied move is 15. So it had a pretty good move. Let me look at the options chain real quick. For Roku, Microsoft. We said 273 is the move, so let's go to options chain. And these are gonna be weeklies for sure. They're cheap too, bro. They're cheap. 275. They're 136. And they were adding the 265s. There's no way Microsoft falls, bro. There's no way. And they've never missed. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing, I'm gonna watch these because like a lot of the volume is like really close to the open interest. So it could be that they're closing out these calls. See how these are pretty, these have the most open interest, most volume, but there's a lot of like matching. Yeah, the 275s. I might just get these. I might get like one or two of these baddies. 270s for this week. Yeah, because it's got a pretty high IV crush, so I want to stay as close to the money as I can. Yeah, 270s for 729. There are like 253. I might even do I might do like one of these. 275 for 729 at 136. That's cheap. Alright, I'm gonna get those. And 805s, do they have anything on 805s? They're not much more expensive. I might do the 270s for the week after, actually. Yeah, let's do the 805s. You always want to have time on your shit, you know? Especially with like a contract that has like high IV crush. 341. What's the 75s at? These are actually nice. The 275s are probably the go-tos. Yeah, because you'll probably move to like 270. You'll get some good movement on these, and you'll have plenty of time to be able to get in the money. So yeah, the 275s. They're only like... They're basically the 270s for the 275s are about the same as the 729s 270s. See, they're actually cheaper, but you have a whole actual week, and you can, I mean, you're gonna play one direction, you might as well get some time on it. Yes, sir. The thing that's tricky with Microsoft, though, let's be real. So Microsoft and them report before Jerome Powell. So they could have a really good earnings and moves up, and then Jerome Powell and everything that's coming with it could just like make you lose all your gains. You know what I mean? So these are actually tricky. They're tricky. I'll think about the Microsoft ones, because I just remembered about Jerome Powell. Sheesh. That's crazy. Because even Google could do really good, move the market up, and then Jerome Powell slams everything down. So I might not play any of these until after. These will probably be the Wednesday stuff. Is probably the stuff I start playing. Square, I think, is an exception though, just because we still have earnings on it, and we have MasterCard on Thursday. Let's take a look at Meta though. I think Meta should do good also too though, actually. Microsoft, no Meta. Meta. And yeah, this one already came back down. Earnings last quarter was trading around the same price, and I think they beat. Did they beat? They missed on revenue. I think they'll miss on revenue too, but they beat with earnings. And I think Microsoft or Facebook was early on Meta job cuts. I think they were early on job cuts and stuff. Let me see. Sharp downtrend. Yeah, they were pretty early on their job cuts and stuff. So I think they pretty much anticipated a whole bunch of stuff like ahead of time. So maybe they adjusted to that stuff. So I think their earnings per share can still be good. And really, you're trading at that earnings quarter last. I don't know if they actually. What's their earnings expectation? 255. Yeah, so their earnings is gonna come down. Sheesh. But if they beat. So there's the thing that I'm learning from these earnings so far. Like Netflix earnings wasn't good, but it wasn't as worse as people thought. So that's why the Netflix rallied. So Microsoft, or I don't know why, Meta's earnings I think can they might beat, and it's not like what people wanted, like a phenomenal earnings, but it's not going to be as bad as people think. So yeah, Meta's going to be an easy call, I think. Let's look at the IV crush on these. And remember, I keep my positions small just so I can keep playing the casino. 42% IV crush. Hell no. Okay, I'm not going to play this. I might just play Etsy, actually. Yeah, and this one looks good. It's like breaking out. I don't know. What's their earnings? 33 cents. 60 cents. 500 million, that's it? What's the float? 126. I don't know if I like Etsy, honestly. I think it needs to come down. Let me look at some other stuff. Go to Doku. Etsy. Look at their market cap and stuff. So 12 billion. That's actually not bad. 500, but 6 to 1. What's their price to sales? Are they profitable? Price to earnings 29. So it's not expensive. It's not terribly expensive. I think 20 is like a decent number. 29 is just a little overpriced, but it's good. And so it looks like they're profitable. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting calls on Etsy. Not a terrible stock. What's the implied move on this though? Let's take a look. Etsy. Etsy, 14%. Okay. Okay, 14%. I think it's gonna be like $14. About $14. 14.5, right? Yeah. Let me do my calculator real quick. The hell is this? 11? So 111, 110, about 110. Yeah. To the downside? What's to the downside? 110. Let's do that real quick. To the downside. Upside? Yeah, like up here. I'll say like 110. You know, like here. And then to the downside, we got 97. 1 minus 1 point. Oh shit. 1 minus 0.147 times 97. 82, which is probably down here. Oh, it's down here. There's yeah, that's a pretty good risk reward, I think. You guys think earnings will be bad or no? Down here. Okay, so I'm probably gonna get the calls for for Etsy. Let me see what their chain's looking like. Options chain for next week. I might have to get 1010s. The 110s. These are expensive. Just gonna do the 805s just to be safe. 100s. Those are expensive, boy. The 110s. Is there any unusual activity? I actually haven't followed the unusual activity for this one, so take a look. Etsy. 25,000. Pretty much down even. It closed positive too. 105 calls for next week. Hey, okay. 90 puts here. There's a floor order for the puts here. See what this is. They're just selling puts, selling $80 puts. So that's bullish. Yeah, and they got them like way underneath the bid and ask. Okay, okay. Puts. There's $95 puts, but where's the? I need something short term, boy. I mean, 32G. Go to 32G. 25K. Let's do 50K. Okay, so there's a lot. Oh, this is Tesla. Come on, dog. Playing with me right now. So the biggest ones are $90 puts for a few weeks out. And I thought there was a call. They were selling a put. Let me go to 25K. But towards the end, people started buying calls. The 729 calls for 105s, the 105s, the 100s. During the day, they were buying puts, but $90 puts. Let me look at the overall thing for this, actually. Overall view. Let's get rid of the flow ratio. So COPE is coming down. The gamma's really, I think, trying to crawl back up, but there's a lot of volume on these, which is the 916 $80 puts. $100 puts, also $85 puts. These had a lot of bullish premium today. Like 597,000. 597,000. Usually these are going to be hard to play. They are buying a lot of the $100 puts though. It's like a $700,000 order. So maybe I have to get puts for this. Maybe. Alright, we're going to put Etsy down for puts. Let me go to the options chain. Take a look at the 29 puts. So we have Etsy, we have the 110s, which are, no, I'm not doing these. These are too much. Let's just do something crazy and go down here to like 75 or 80. Yeah, these like these $80 puts, they're 154. These are actually interesting. I might do those. 729. Yeah, 729 $80 puts. Yeah, let's do that. Dope. I'm gonna do those. Let me look out for 1 week out too. How much were they? Because these are actually good too. 222, 228. I'm sorry, 228. The first ones were 158, 154. I'll probably do the 805s actually, because there's more time. You get a whole week, and yeah. IV. How much was the IV crush on Etsy? IV crush on Etsy, about 23%. Yeah, I probably want to get that time on him. Okay, so we're doing puts on Etsy, I guess. Well, you can do the 110 calls or the $80 puts. I'm gonna do the $80 puts, I think. Roku. Damn, we're doing puts on everything. Shopify, I want to get calls for some reason. I think I might get the calls on Shopify. So let's wrap this up. I can't play meta because the Ivy Crush is nasty. I think it was like, how much was it? 43 or something? Amazon might be interesting. Qualcomm, I'll probably get puts. And actually, I can put that there. Puts for Ford, puts for Qualcomm, I think. Calls on Square based off Visa and MasterCard. And then puts on Etsy. UPS, I don't really want to play UPS because oil will be nice to see, actually. Oil, Roku, still debating on Roku, honestly. Apple and Amazon, should we do those? Let me take a look. Take a look at Apple and Amazon. Apple's been like, oh, and we're doing calls on Microsoft. We're doing calls on Microsoft. Let me add that there. Yeah, calls on Microsoft. I think it's gonna be tricky, but I think calls on Microsoft. What is Apple doing? I think Apple's ready for a pullback, but Apple's so strong, dude. Honestly, it is. Like, it just keeps doing its thing regardless. Understanding divergence. Let me go to the day. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Apple's strong, dude. Apple's strong. I don't want to buy any premiums on Apple, though, because it's been holding up so well. And even like on red days, like it's the premium staying. Let me look at the premium on Apple real quick. Go to chains. Actually, let me look at Apple's anticipated move. Come on. 5% on 154. So it's not even going to move that much. Like $5. Yeah, Apple's not worth moving. It's not worth playing, actually. Apple, what's the other one? Amazon? Amazon's going to move 7%. Apple is, what is Amazon trading at? Apple's not worth playing. I think there's a lot of hype on Apple, but I'm not going to play it. It's not worth it. Yeah, even the premiums, no, it's just not worth it, dude. It's just so liquid. Like, it's good to be liquid, but nah, I'm good. I'm good. Let me just restart this. 122.42 times $10, about $10. Yeah, 113. Yeah. I don't think Amazon will miss. When is this? Oh, they've been missing more consistently now. That's crazy. When's the last June earnings? June they beat. Did they move up? June earnings are usually like duds. Oh, it gapped down. Fuck. This is June earnings. Did it gap down? Yeah, it gapped down. Wow. Okay. Maybe Amazon puts. Yeah. Amazon puts. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Amazon puts. Let's look at the Amazon puts. I'll be looking at like the 110s, honestly, for next week. Or even for like 805, 110s. Yeah, 110s. They're only like $1.29. Yes, sir. Okay. I think I'll probably be doing puts. There's a lot of open interest down here too. What the hell? 95s? Okay. Okay. I don't know if it'll break 95. Probably hover around 100, which 105s might be good actually. The 105s are even cheaper. The 105s from Amazon. Yeah. All right, so I think those are probably my plays. I haven't actually finished everything. I'm gonna take some time to write this stuff up and probably post it out on Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'll post some of the stuff out on Twitter, and I'll probably post most of the stuff on my Discord too, just so I can have that there for reference and stuff. So I'll probably do that. And if you guys want to use the Unusual Whales platform, the stuff we were using, there's a link down below, and you can save 5% each month. And basically has a whole bunch of stuff you can take a look at for like options of what like money is doing and stuff. So check that out. And then if you guys like the charting stuff that I do, then there's a link for that as well. TradingView, you can save a little bit. It's probably my favorite platform to do tradings. But I think that's gonna wrap it up. I have a few different ideas for all these plays, so I just want to take some time to look at the flow in detail and take a look at the charts and some of like the earnings and stuff. But that's a pretty much a quick, on the spot breakdown. There's obviously other stocks that I didn't cover, like Google, Spotify, which I could, but I don't know. Some of these are just, I don't know, like how much will Spotify even move actually? Let's look. Take a look really quick. Spotify, 11%. Oh, okay. So maybe Spotify might be a sleeper actually. It's gonna move about $10. So 11% on 111 is like $10. I actually like Spotify as a long-term investment, but I don't know. I don't think they'll be affected by the margins and stuff too much. I think people like Spotify. I think they might beat actually. And they usually been beating recently too, so that's actually good to see. Let me look at their stock analysis. Let me look at their stuff really quick. So their revenue, I mean, they're doing good. 2021, their growth is good. Let's go to a quarterly. About 1 billion. Yeah, I love Spotify. I think Spotify's a good stock. They've been adding more shares and stuff. Yo, what's up, Plug? Hey, what's going on, bro? What you working on, bro? You've been quiet. Where you been at? I hit you up on Discord earlier, I think. There was some stuff from the monkeypox or something. I was just breaking down some stuff that I'm gonna play for next week. So basically, I can show you what I have so far. It's kind of messy. And honestly, the thing that's really throwing me off is Jerome Powell. It's like he's like right in the middle of like earnings and stuff. Like there's so much shit going on. But okay, I don't know if you want me to break this stuff down, but basically Amex reported earnings on Friday, right? And they did good because of the consumer, right? And so now you have Visa and MasterCard reporting this week. So I think their earnings will be good. I think calls would be on like a good idea. And the reason behind that is because the stuff like the cost of living, of surviving and stuff is going up, but these companies are still taking their same percentage fee, right? So they're just going to be making more money off of like, let's say they do like 0.0% of some transaction of $10. Well, now like that same $10, well now like something that used to cost $10 is like chilling. Oh, but after markets close, I usually go to sleep. Oh, damn. Yeah, you're in a weird time frame actually. You're in like, oh no, you're on West Coast. No, I was gonna roast you and say you were out in India or something, or in Australia. No, so yeah, I think calls for Visa or MasterCard, just like fintech, I think would be nice because cost of living is going up, but they're still making their bread. But I wanted to actually play Square calls. The chart looks good. The flow on it looks decent, good in the short term. And then obviously we'll have to wait for Monday to see how the the indexes open up. But the thing that's like really like just mentally blocking me from like being able to like break stuff down is just Jerome Powell like being, you know, at the middle or at the center of everything. Like it doesn't matter if Apple and Microsoft or Google and Microsoft report good earnings. Like Wednesday, Powell can just bring the market down. But I think like one of these companies, one of these big giants, is gonna end up like saving the market. Like I think the one that I'm most confident in is probably Microsoft. I was looking at the earnings history and they've never missed earnings. Like I can show you that up real quick. So I think Microsoft is probably the safer bet. Like they haven't missed an earnings in so long, bro. Like it's insane. So I think Microsoft is the safe call. But again, like just going into Wednesday with Powell is like just mentally messing me up, you know? And then some of the other stuff that I was looking at was, what was it? So Etsy is going to be like a sympathy for Meta. They both, I think, work off of ad revenue. Is that right? But the IV crush is, the IV crush on Meta is like insane. It's like, let me pull it up. IV crush on Etsy was, what did I say it was? It's like 23%. The IV crush on Meta was like, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, you sleep in the West Coast. It opens up at 621. Bro, you're blessed, actually. Yeah, look at this IV crush, 41%. On average, it's 20. So I guess it's not terrible. The IV crush is not terrible on Microsoft or Meta either, but I don't know. I'm just trying to get some ideas. I was trying to bounce ideas with some people, but it was hella quiet in here today. And then, so there's like 3 different sectors. Obviously, the fintech, like I said. You had the ad revenue ones, Google, Meta, Etsy, and then you have the semiconductors, Qualcomm, Texas Instrument, and Intel. I'm actually bearish on the semiconductors just based off like guidance and forecasts. Like demand's going to cut down during the third and fourth quarter because supply is starting to come back up, and then economy slowing down. It's going to be demand slowing down. But the thing that's bullish for them is like that stupid bill that they're trying to pass. So, do I think earnings for Apple will pass? I haven't really looked into Apple's earnings. They're strong though, man. The only reason I'm not interested in playing them on the Apple is because they're only gonna move like $5. Like the implied move for Apple is 5%. So 5% out of Apple is like 155. And I did the math earlier. It's not worth it. Wasn't worth it for me, honestly. Just like it might be a lot for the options, but 154.09 times. Yeah, so like it's gonna move like $5 for earnings play. Like the IV crush and everything. Yeah, they passed the bill on the Senate, but then they have to pass it over at like the House and stuff, right? And then they have to get it signed and everything. I think it has to go through like multiple branches of legislative and stuff. So they have to pass it in the other place, I think. That's what one of the homies said, anyway, I think. But for Apple, I just don't think it would be worth to play. Like it's only gonna be a 5% move. Like the plays that I want to play is like Snapchat, where it moved like 25%. So that's why I kind of want to do. I think what's Etsy? Yeah, Etsy's doing 14%. The other one that I was interested in is what was it? I had this stuff down. Oh, Shopify. Shopify's moving huge, like 13%. So yeah, Etsy, Shopify. These are the plays that I'm more interested in because it's a bigger implied move. So you're paying more for your IAP premium, but can definitely benefit you too. Roku, I can't remember what they're doing. Oh yeah, 15%. Yeah, Roku's one that I was interested in as well. And what else was it? I think that was it. Microsoft's doing 5%. Meta, I don't know what they're doing. 11%. I didn't even look at Meta's move. So 11%. Honestly, I think Meta is gonna be like one of the more. It might be like that sleeper that saves the market. It's currently trading at like the earnings from last quarter, like current at the same level. And they've already guided down. So It goes to the house first, then yeah, yeah. Oh shit. So I'm an idiot then, huh? Sorry, I didn't do too well in history or geography and stuff. YouTube going to collab with Shopify, I heard. Yeah, I did hear that. Like they're gonna add their little yeah collab and stuff, which is bullish. Yeah, it's bullish. So Shopify, I actually want to play it to the upside because it already did like a breakout. And I know you think I'm a perma bear. I'm not a perma bear. I don't like the economy situation, but at this point, like I think one of the big giants is gonna save the economy, and we're gonna have that summer rally. And I like Shopify because it's kind of been building up this whole time, and it already broke out. So if we can hold this and bounce back up, then we'll probably come back up to earnings. Like leading into earnings, I guess, like towards the $40 range, $42 range. So that's what I like Shopify. I think they're bringing in pretty decent revenue. It's like 1 billion, yeah. Their float, I think, their float got hella big now because of the split. It's 1 point something billion. But I don't know. Those are just some of my ideas. You got any ideas? Any plans? I know you've been asking me the questions, but I want to ask you the questions now. It's going to the house. It goes to the house first. Yeah. Okay. So they did pass it. So I think maybe most of the hype is done for them then, if that's it. I want to play Qualcomm to the downside, though. We still have, like, a gap fill down here. And we still have a gap fill down here, too, actually. A gap here that we never filled. I think a lot of the hype is going to die soon with Qualcomm. And I was hearing that a lot of their business is like outside the US. So that's going to be like affected by the dollar and stuff. What are you thinking? I'll probably get puts for Qualcomm, honestly. I don't know what the IV crush on them is actually though, but let me look. I'm actually bearish on semiconductors now though, because of like the outlook. 22%, about 14%. Yeah, the thing is, these guys never beat or never miss. They've never missed. They always gas up for some reason. Just weird. Yeah, they always be gassing up. Gap up. Gap up. Gap up. Down. Maybe calls are the way. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's really all I was looking at, my guy. What are you thinking? You hella quiet now. You got any plans for Saturday? I usually play the indexes. Oh, yeah. Play the index. Hope earnings on major companies turns out well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they will because we still need that summer rally, you know? I'm gonna try to I don't actually know what happens Monday with SPY. I think Tuesday will be choppy, just waiting for Wednesday, and then I think tomorrow or Monday, I think we either come back and retest these levels, like the 390 level, or we basically break 400. I would rather get a 390 retest and then continue going back into Jerome Powell's, and then come down if we need to. But knowing my luck, we'll probably just go straight back up here and then come down. I don't know. I think we'll be like choppy around 400, like on Tuesday. So I would think like a retouch, then rebounce back up here and chop it up. And then we'll get our move here or here on Wednesday. Something like that. But the thing is, like, this man's gonna affect the market Wednesday. That's the bottom line. You feel me? Yep. I've been listening to a lot of this, some of these old Kanye songs. Damn. Makes me feel kind of violent, you know? Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up, man. What are you thinking about the dollar? Is the dollar moving right now? What's up? It's been holding pretty nicely, and this is kind of a doji candle, which sometimes it indicates like what reversal. So the dollar could be going back up, coming back up like that. When is the meeting? The meeting's on Wednesday, I think. Let me actually look at the investing earnings and stuff. Let's see, investing.com. And let's go to economic calendar. I actually don't know the time, honestly. What is this week? I need next week. The dollar fell. Yeah, it did fall. It's like going sideways now though, right? It's like it's barely like, so we were having some big drops here. We were having some big drops, but it's kind of been chilling out now finally. Let me go back to the daily. It looks much better on the daily. So we basically opened up here at what, 107, and then we closed at 106, but then now finally we're like opening and closing around the same. So most of like it's like stabling. I think the dollar's stabling now, so it could be like stabling before the next drop, or it could be stabling for the next run up. I think the technicals on this thing were like strong though. Oh yeah, on Friday it dropped hard, but I think that's because it was like it ran up all the way up here to 107 and then it dropped. But I mean, like overall at the end of the day there wasn't much change in the dollar. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, long as wick up here, which means like there's a lot of resistance up here at the 107, so it might be hard to get back up above it. How is this thing like choppy like that? So I don't know what to expect with the dollar, honestly. But let me look at the economy stuff real quick. Next week, Germany business expectations. So I think Monday will be chill. So it could be like the CPI year over year. What is this? Nobody cares about this. It's Singapore? Oh, China. Okay. Chicago, two-year note. Bruh. House price index, USA. This is on Tuesday. Oh, okay. Maybe that's something to watch. It's at 9 Eastern. Year over year. So housing data. CPI for Australia. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Then we got pretty much it. Mortgage index. Market, what's that? I don't know what that is, honestly. Durable good orders. Where's the dude at? I thought he was talking on Wednesday. Russia, we got Russian numbers. Industrial production. FOMC statement, it's at 2 o'clock. And then the press is like 30 minutes after. Can I read the yields? No. I can't read the yields, bro. You wanna hop on and show me how to do it? We can put it on here. Let me see what the hell is going on. It's over, brother. Hey, one of my homies just sent me this. Let's see what it is. Now who's Tedors? I have decided that the global monkeypox. Yeah. Oh, so this came out this morning. Did I not show it? I shared it with you on the Discord, bro. Yeah, something about like they're making this like a full thing now. Let me see what the man's speaking. Should I put it on for you guys? Let me
represents a
see what the hell is
for all of
talking
these
about.
reasons, I have decided that the global monkeypox outbreak represents a public health emergency of international concern. For all of these reasons,
damn. Y'all hearing that? What do you think about this, man? Is it over for us? I don't know, man. I think that could affect the futures on Sunday. I can't wait for Sunday to see the futes. If they're red, bro, sell off. Yeah, the pox. Yeah, the new pox. It's all a plan, bro. It's all a conspiracy. What do you think? Damn. I was supposed to end this stream like 15 minutes ago. Oh shit. Let me look at the SPY real quick. Trippy said it's over, brother. Due diligence. Let me see what's going on here. It's over. Benjamin joined. What's up, Benjamin? Hey, Benjamin joined the Discord. Trippy's like spamming it's over on the whole entire Discord channel. It's over. It's over. It's over. And then on the inbox, it's over, brother. Come on, man. It's not over yet. Well, I mean, it could be. I don't know. Hey, who's Benjamin, though? That Benjamin. Does he got some Benjamins? No, we good. We good. Okay. We good. So you have any positions? Did you close all your positions, plug? I'll probably end the stream and just I'll be in the Discord chilling and stuff because I want to get some food. I want to look at some of the flow, for earnings. I gotta type this stuff up. I want to type it up and then put it either somewhere, lock it up and throw away the key. But nah, I guess my plays are, I kind of scrabbled everything here, but Shopify, Square, Roku, Ford. I don't know if I told you about Ford, but Ford, Roku, and I think Etsy is the other one. You're holding on? You got puts right? You got calls right now, right? Oh yeah, you got. Oh shit, bro. You know what's crazy? I held my puts. I should have took my profits, but it is what it is. Till it isn't. Like I'm already down so much. It's like I don't even care. No, my puts are up though. But I think I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Y'all can check me out on Twitter if you want, and I'll be in the Discord. There's a link down there. There's a link for the unusual wells as well. If you guys wanna sign up, get 5%, and basically this has everything. Like I said, you can do a lot with it, so take advantage of it. And yeah, I'm gonna probably go take a nap or something. I did most of the DD already, so now I just gotta kind of put it all together and see what I actually want to play for the week ahead. You lost 2K again? God damn. How? You were up, bro. What you mean? Didn't you like make all that money all week? Damn. I'll talk to you in the Discord. I bet. Yeah, I'll be in the Discord, bro. I'm gonna turn this shit off because I'm tired. But no, I appreciate those people that showed up. Plug, Jonah. I don't think there was anybody in here today, actually, but yeah. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. And peace out. Stay safe. Keep moving forward, y'all. Peace.